Port of Los Angeles and the Port of Long Beach are the busiest in the country, and together the third busiest in the world.
A minimum of 250,000 jobs in this region are directly attributable to the trade that flows through these two ports. So they are monumental economic drivers for this regional economy.
In 2001, the ports handled more than $200 billion in cargo, carrying televisions, stereos, clothes, and shoes into the U.S., and fruit, nuts, petroleum, and plastic products out. And that volume of trade is expected to nearly triple by 2020.
And you're seeing more and more things move via containers, so these estimates for 2020 may be conservative. The numbers that you're dealing with in international trade in Southern California, sometimes they boggle the mind.
The growth has already posed significant challenges. Over the last 30 years, traffic congestion has increased air and noise pollution, and rail lines have dissected residential areas. Clearly, something had to be done. This is the story of how Southern California replaced several low-speed rail lines with the Alameda Corridor, a single, two-track, 20-mile rail cargo expressway. It was an ambitious plan aimed at doubling the speed of freight trains and significantly reducing congestion and pollution caused by 200 existing railroad crossings. An ambitious multi-billion-dollar plan that has been accomplished on time and on budget.
The Alameda Corridor project is unique because it brings together, probably for the first time ever, two competitive railroads and two highly competitive ports, joined in a common purpose to create a project which will improve the environment, improve everyone's bottom line, and improve life in general for the public in Los Angeles County.
The Alameda Corridor project is a model of good government. It's a model because there were so many partnerships involved that normally don't work together.
We pointed out that we were going to hire people from the local community, that we were going to employ local businesses in the project. I think all the communities along the route said, you know what, this may be a little bit of disruption to put up with, but long term, the benefits are huge. They're enormous.
The corridor team had to get together as a matter of real down-to-earth survival.
The story starts in the 1970s when the two ports, natural competitors with a common interest, began studying comprehensive rail and highway improvements to make cargo movements more efficient. In 1981, the Southern California Association of Governments formed the Ports Advisory Committee. And in 1988, the ports published the Consolidated Rail Corridor Strategic Plan.
As I like to tell people, we're cooperating on issues 95% of the time and competing viciously 5% of the time.
In 1989, the Consolidated Transportation Corridor Joint Powers Authority was formed by the cities of Long Beach and Los Angeles to finance, design, and construct a rail cargo expressway. Its 16 members included representatives of Long Beach, Los Angeles, all the cities along the route, the two ports, and other agencies. In 1991, the name was changed to the Alameda Corridor Transportation Authority, ACTA, to reflect the selected route along Alameda Street. From the beginning, there were two equally important priorities, economics and community. Early environmental impact studies and engineering studies showed a rail expressway was the answer. Acquiring rights of way for the new railroad was a key early accomplishment. It allowed the project to move forward and demonstrated the cooperative spirit that would guide development in the years to come.
Everyone had the common goal of completing this project. And once that common goal was established, cooperation followed.
In 1995, the National Highway System Designation Act made the Alameda Corridor eligible for a federal loan by naming it a high-priority corridor. During debate, senators called the Alameda Corridor a project of national significance. Along with a $400 million loan from the U.S. Department of Transportation, the project received more than $1 billion in revenue bond proceeds, nearly $400 million from the ports, more than $340 million from the Los Angeles County Metropolitan Transportation Authority, and $154 million from other state and federal sources, and interest income. The loan and bond debt will be paid back over time by user fees based on the amount of freight railroads are moving through the corridor. In 1997, with the budget set at $2.4 billion, the clock began ticking on the 5-year construction schedule for the Alameda Corridor project, the first consolidated rail link of its kind.
I think it's been a model of persistence. We all knew we had a goal. We wanted to get this project done, and we all worked together in a cooperative fashion to make it work.
The Alameda Corridor project was divided into 3 sections, the South End, Mid-Corridor, and North End, and included the construction of the rail expressway, overpasses, underpasses, bridges, and improvements in the surrounding communities. In the South End, freight trains carrying cargo containers travel to and from the ports through Wilmington, Rancho Dominguez, and Carson.
We have the 2 significant improvements in our city. One is the Del Amo Boulevard grade separation, and another one is the Sepulveda Boulevard overpass, and residents that used to have to wait long periods of time to cross those particular areas will no longer have to wait, because we have these multi-million-dollar overpasses now completed, which benefits our entire city.
In the Mid-Corridor, trains go down 33 feet into a 10-mile-long trench, the project's single largest element, and travel below grade through the cities of Compton, Linwood, Southgate, Huntington Park, and Vernon.
The businesses here in Vernon are very excited and very happy to have this project completed.
The North End starts where the trench ends, goes into Los Angeles and across the Los Angeles River to the transcontinental rail yards operated by Union Pacific Railroad and Burlington Northern Santa Fe Railway.